Hello Pokemon fans, this is another match. This is actually person to person, but this is with an old friend of mine. I think he was the second battle that I've ever had back in the X and Y series. This is Chase, my buddy Chase, and these are the lineups. This is the same lineup I've been having for the past couple times, and this is a different, well, obviously a much different lineup from last time, but mine's been pretty steady. But anyways, let's start the match. So he starts the match with a Meganium, and like usual, I start with a Shuckle just to set up like usual. Just keep setting up and setting up and setting up some more. That's the name of the game with Shuckle. So here I figured he was going to be either like the light clay type of Meganium, but he doesn't have an item though. So here he's Sunny Days, and I use Sticky Webs. So I guess he was expecting me to do more damage to him, but Shuckle's not there to do damage, he's just there to set up. So he decides to switch out, and he brings in his Aggron. So I slow it down. Not that it really matters, Aggrons it's not too fast. Stones only take out nothing, but I decided I think it was a good time to pull Shuckle out and bring in a Forretress. But he has the same idea, and he brings in his Mightyena. Mightyena gets affected by the present hazards, which are the webs and the stones, and then I start to set up the toxic spikes. Here he uses a Thunder Fang to do some damage, and here I lay my final layer of toxic spikes for anybody else from his team is gonna get badly poisoned. So here he decides to switch since he's not doing too much damage to me, but he brings in his Typhlosion, and yeah, the hazards are doing their job and everything, but I don't like it. Fortunately, I use spikes to leave one layer, and I decide to get out of dodge. And here I just put in Shuckle. So luckily, Chase's overheat misses, and I'll get a little bit more health. But here his overheat doesn't miss. Luckily it doesn't do too much, but because I'm more of a specially defensive Shuckle, you already do knock off to get whatever item he has off, but he doesn't have any items. So here he uses Flamethrower. It doesn't do too much because he's already down. A special attack, and here I use Final Gambit to get a clean slate, to get a new Pokemon in. Unfortunately for me, Typhlosion dies by the poison, so this is the first kill that Shuckle gets, in my opinion, so, which is awesome. A Shuckle getting any kind of kill is awesome. So he brings in his Garbodor, and I bring in my Scrafty. The hazards are doing the job again. And I don't like the matchup at all. And then I bring in my Forretress. Luckily I did, because I didn't want that Garbodor to kiss my Scrafty. Nasty Garbodor. So with Forretress, I figured Forretress can take just about anything, I think, what a Garbodor can throw at it. So here I just keep doing the same thing like I do with Shuckle. Just set up, just throw more hazards at my opponent. So it'll cause more long-term damage if he tries to switch out some more. And here he brings in his Feraligatr. And I thought he was still going to stay in with his Garbodor. I think he wanted to do bigger damage. But unfortunately for him, I decided to use Explosion. And that's enough to kill the Feraligatr. So Forretress also gets a kill. Indirectly, but he still gets a kill. So I'm counting it. So once again, this time he brings in his Mightyena, and I bring out my Hydreigon. And once again, the hazards are doing their job, weakening my opponent. Here I use a Focus Blast, and it destroys Mightyena. And he brings his Aggron back out. Luckily the hazards do their job. Any damage that they take is good damage taken. So here he Mega Evolves, and it's getting a little scary for me. So here I use Focus Miss, and it does what it is. It misses. And he has Dragon Rush, and that legitimately scared me. And it left me with 6 points. So luckily it activated my weakness policy, and I decided to get cheeky. I use Focus Miss, and misses, and Chase forgets that I am Levitate. Unfortunately for him, this time I do not miss the Focus Blast, and that finally kills that Aggron. So I got very lucky there that he forgot. And he brings in his Meganium. And once again, the hazards doing their job. And here I just Draco Meteor since I'm already at +2. Because I figured Meganium was going to be very bulky and annoying. And I also saw that it had Synthesis earlier. So, luckily I kill him. And brings out his Garbodor. And once again, those hazards. They slow my opponent. They hurt him with the stones and the spikes. He's already poisoned, but here I decided to just use Dragon Pulse, or Dark Pulse, excuse me. And that kills the Garbodor. And I defeat my buddy Chase. So, from what I've seen, I got very lucky. I think I got lucky that he forgot that Earthquakes don't affect Hydreigon, unless if you got Mold Breaker, but I got very lucky there, I think. But either way, there's hope you enjoyed this match, and there's more to come. Alright, later.